What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Let's get into the news. If you're interested in the Pixel 3 phone, not the 3 XL, but the 3, more photos have leaked of this phone and some specs as well. On the back of the phone, you have the single camera, the flash, and then you have the fingerprint sensor with the G logo at the bottom. No huge redesign in terms of the way it looks. On the back, on the front, no notch. So if you wanted to get a Pixel and you didn't want to get a notch and you wanted the phone to be new, Pixel 3 is looking like your best option because it's just a normal, straight firing looking phone with the speaker at the top, speaker at the bottom, and a, rectangular display there with no notch, which I wish the other Pixel had, but whatever, I'll deal with it. Next, you can see that the screenshot showing the device information shows that it's a Pixel 3. Resolution on there is 2160 by 1080. Now, last year's phone and the year before that, I believe, was 1080p. I know last year's was 1080p. So this year it's sticking with the kind of same resolution, except it's going to be a slightly longer display rather than 16 by 9. Size of the screen is 5.5 inches, so very small, fairly small display, especially with today's standards. You're getting 440 pixels per inch, and HDR is supported on the display. When you go down to the camera, you'll see it has an 8 megapixel camera with, it says there's two apertures. There's a 1.8 and 2.2, something Samsung already has on their displays. And other than that, that's pretty much the Pixel 3 for you. Now, if today could be defined as any type of day, like what type of tech day it is, it's definitely an Apple tech day, and that's because they officially leaked out some photos of their new watch and phones, and also they sent out invites for this event. So here's the invite right here. It says, gather round. Please join us for an Apple special event at the Steve Jobs Theater in Cupertino, September 12th, 10 a.m. Now, that's basically about, I guess, 2 weeks away, less than 2 weeks away here, and that's going to be the announcement of their new phones and new watches and possibly new iPads as well. Now, they did leak out some photos, at least 9 to 5 Mac found these photos of the new iPhones here. It's going to be the OLED models, the 5.8 inch and the 6.5. You can see the huge size discrepancy, the huge size on here. And with that phone, you're going to also get the edge-to-edge display, slim bezels, no home button, Touch ID, which has been replaced by Face ID. And according to leaked data, Apple is planning to call the 5.8 inch and the 6.5 inch OLED phones iPhone XS. There won't be a difference right now between the names. It's just, you'll just go into the store and say, hey, can I get the big iPhone XS or the small one? After iPhone XS, that's the full name for both phones. And the other image they found was of the Apple Watch 4, which is slightly different this year. The display is supposed to be 15% bigger than last year's with smaller bezels. That's how they got the bigger display. Also on the digital crown, you can see that instead of there being a red dot, it's just a completely red circle around it. So a really big day for Apple news thus far. Of course, it's funny you didn't see the iPhone 6.1 inch in the photo of those two other iPhones. Probably either because it's going to be announced at a separate event, which I don't think they will. I think it'll kind of be like the, oh, and one more thing, we now have a low-cost iPhone. Or if they don't make it a one more thing, they'll try to downplay it because it's less money in terms of what people will be paying. They want people to spend more money at Apple so that they look like a larger, more expansive, richer company overall. So guys, that is your news for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. My question out to you guys is, would you like for me to go to that Apple event? I have not been invited, but it's always worth a shot if you wanted me to, if we kind of want to do what we did with the Samsung event in terms of we bombard their media contact with emails to try to get me into the event. I would drive right up there. Wouldn't be a big deal at all, actually. I could get back and forth in 1 day or 2 days. And again, it's not a big deal up there. I know some people up there as well. So let me know if you think I should go. Leave it in the comments down below. And if we do, I'll put out a video and we can get that campaign started. But otherwise, your question of the day is, are you at all excited about that new Apple Watch or the new iPhones? In the comments down below. Or maybe you're excited about the Pixel 3 phone. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road. Peace.